had a mighty good time playing songs like that for my grandmother. I talk about her a whole bunch. She's about my biggest influence in life in general. You know, not just music, not just spiritually, not just having somebody to teach you right from wrong or be a good parent to you, but in general, she's about my biggest influence. And she used to tell me about her daddy and things, and how he spoke 7 languages. He'd go down the bayou and go through these different little neighborhoods, talk Choctaw to one family, Chinese to another, German to another, Italian to another, and supposed to come back with enough to feed all of his 11 children. All that on 35 cents a hundred for cotton. I couldn't believe it, but that's what he did. He was a big old Texas traveler. I say a big old Texas traveler. He was about that big. You know, I ain't like him. I grew out of that. As you can tell, I have beat anorexia. I'm an overachiever too. And this old man, I think I started getting more interested in him. I seen a picture of his face, and I said, oh, that's where we get that from. Oh, that's where that nose come from. Oh, yeah, when you get mad, you look just like that. Oh, yeah, that's who it is. That's who it is. And I saw one day, let's see, I must have been about 13 or so years old. I was turned on the TV and I seen Mr. Mike Seeger playing 5-string banjo. Looked about like this one. And I said, my God, that's a pretty thing. And the way it sounded was just beautiful. I get into it, I must have rewound and played the thing about 3 or 4 times. Then my grandmother walks in and says, well, my daddy played the banjo, looked just like that one. So I wonder, you should play a banjo, grandboy. And I said, maybe I should. I was playing fiddle at that time, and you know, all I could play was Twinkle Twinkle. And it sounded like I was killing a seagull with a bagpipe. So I think my grandma wanted me to quit and move on to something that I could get a little bit more music out of. And after I got me a little old banjo, took a few lessons, got the hang of it, you'd be surprised. Finding banjo lessons in South Los Angeles is a different thing. When you from straight out of Compton, there's a place that's straight out of banjos. You can be a little wanting. But you know, my grandma, like I said, she is from the cotton field, so she liked good country music, and she used to sing me everything. You know, I'm a reasonable cook. I don't tell good stories, but I can cook and play some banjo songs. And my grandma would wake up in the middle of the night and put together this, that, and the other. It'd be a feast to most people, but it was just her midnight stacking. Oh, we just gonna make a little coubillon tonight. Oh, we just gonna have a little gumbo, a little etouffee at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, my stomach's rumbling. That's this kind of lady she was. I'm hungry, let's smother the chicken. You know? I had a cool grandmother, I tell you what. The type of woman to pull you out of school to go fishing. Cool as a cucumber. And she knew I was going to be a smart boy. She told me a lot of things. Because I think she had a little faith in me, you know. She saw the rest of her children say, oh, this one's going to do this. So my grandboy, he's going to be like me. So he was 80 years old when he was born. That's why me and him get along so well. I tell people when I go play different places, they say, how old are you, young man? I say, I'm a Negrosaurus Rex. They found me frozen ice with this banjo, you see. I don't know how long I laid up froze, but I was 27 when they thawed me out. And she used to tell me about things that young people should know about. you know, you shouldn't tell your kids what you used to do when you was young. But I guess she knew I was a good boy. I would use that knowledge for good, you know. So she got to telling me about things, about juke joints, what they call in Louisiana sucky jumps. She used to tell me about what they call tax-free alcohol. Y'all don't know nothing about that out here. About this delicious stuff her daddy used to make called green corn, white mule, sandy ride, blind pig. And she used to sing me songs to help me remember. She used to sing me the Texas Traveler, all about the green corn. I said, what is green corn? I say, green corn is something you put in a demijohn. I say, what is a demijohn? I say, a demijohn is a jug. I say, all right, I've learned two things today. What happens when you drink this green corn? Does it give you pep like Coca-Cola? And she said, not exactly. Say, it raises your dander. I was like, what you mean, raise my what? I said, where's the dander? I ain't never seen that. Green corn, bring along your demijohn. Green corn, bring along your demijohn. Oh, my little baby, oh, my honey, go to roll in the cotton cane. Oh, green corn, bring along your demijohn. Oh, bring along your demijohn. Oh, my little baby, oh, my honey, go to roll in the cotton cane. Come on, baby, you can get a dozen. Ah, baby, I made a dozen. You want one more, you can have a dozen. Oh, in the cotton cane. Stand around your demijohn. Oh, baby, stand around your demijohn. Oh, my little gal, oh, my honey, oh, cotton cane. Wake up, Jacob, days are breaking out. Peel pot, the whole cake's breaking out. Oh, my little gal, oh, my honey, oh, cotton cane. Stand around the demijohn. Oh, baby, stand around the demijohn. Oh, my little baby, oh, my honey, oh, cotton cane. Well, all alone this creation, little bitty wife, big foundation. Two little boys call me Papa, just roll the cotton cane. One name a sock, one name a gravy. One name sock, one name gravy. One gonna put up in the other gonna stay later. Roll the cotton cane. Green corn, bring along your demijohn. Green corn, bring it on them. Oh, my little baby, oh, my honey, go roll the cotton cane. They say that green corn can carry you around the world without you leaving your chair. Papa bought a little bit to Texas, Oklahoma. Then when they run him out, the law had the liquor and he had the empty jug. Knew the liquor wasn't gonna last. Who bought you that little liquor jug, baby? Some little Texas traveler. Got up early in the morning. Get up early in the morning. Get up early in the morning. Yes, sir, you know I'm going. Where you going? Where you going, you Texas traveler? Oh, I'm going back to Louisiana. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Where you going, Texas traveler? I'm going back to Louisiana. The woods is wet and the roads is muddy. The woods is wet and the roads is muddy. The woods is wet and the road is muddy, and I'm so drunk till I can't stand study, 'cause that's good liquor. Where you going? Where you going, Texas traveler? I'm going back to Louisiana. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Where you going, Texas traveler? I'm going back to Louisiana. In Texas, I can't get no ease. In Texas, I can't get no ease. In Texas, I can't get no ease. Gotta have battle with ticks and fleas when they bite me. My old lady down and took a little spell. Old lady down and took a little spell. My old lady down and took a little spell. Broke my demijohn all to pieces. Oh, she took a little spell. You know what I'm talking about. Where you going now? Where you going? Where you going, Texas traveler? I'm going back to Louisiana. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Where